Hey guys,
Hey.
back again with another episode.
Yes, yes, yes.
How are you doing, Teresa?
I was going to ask you that first.
Well, I beat you to it.
I don't know. Like, how do you know if you like somebody or if they like you?
And
That
you,
make-
you just like the attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, girl. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Girl.
I feel like when you know, though, you'll know.
But I feel like, okay, everybody says when you know.
Yeah.
But like, don't you think you know and then you don't know sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes I think I be knowing.
No, and then you don't
and then
know.
I do not know. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
oops, accident.
Literally.
But
you
it's
know
okay.
what? I feel like, have you ever actually liked somebody and been talking to somebody and there haven't been red flags and then like it didn't work out? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Usually I just think they're boring. So maybe I'm the red flag. I don't know.
What's boring though?
Like, I need that little bit of like spice or something.
Okay, what's the
Like,
spice? What's the
like
spice?
just like I don't know. Like I just need someone to like go back and forth with me, like argue with me a little bit.
Yeah.
Like yeah, you know what I mean?
Like we like that.
I don't like oh, how was your day? Like
It's so boring.
It's great,
Like, you
but
know
every
that-
single day, like come on.
You know that guy? I even forget his name. Remember that guy that said he knows me? And I said he's so boring.
Oh, right. Yes.
Like that guy's so
No, he was
boring.
very boring. Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Like I was really trying. I'm like, no, Teresa, you don't have to do this.
Yeah.
Like, so boring.
It's just like we're talking just to talk.
yeah.
Like, what are we doing here? This is
Literally.
no. Yeah.
Anyway, how are you?
I'm doing well. Yeah. I'm doing pretty well. Feeling very overwhelmed. I have so many things to do.
Yo, do you know what Rhonda said?
What?
She's like,
Oh,
why is
God.
Deja always tired?
Really? Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, because I'm always sleeping.
Yeah, she said she's always sleeping. I'm like, Deja goes through a lot, bro. Like,
Yeah, I do a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, I wear many hats, so I'm
You
just
do.
always doing something. But yeah, I'm just exhausted, and I'm very overwhelmed by the amount of things that I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm trying to book a trip or something. Well, I'm actually going to Boston on
I think you
Friday.
told me that.
yeah,
For work?
for my friend's cousin's birthday party.
Oh, this party you're telling me about is in Boston?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Is that person from Boston?
Her cousin. Yeah,
Oh.
she lives there. Yeah,
She was here and then she moved there?
I think she always lived there.
So you guys are all going?
No, just me, my friend, and another one of my friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. That's nice.
Yeah, so we'll
Hope
see.
you guys have fun.
Hopefully.
What was I gonna say to you? Oh, okay. Speaking of having things to do and being overwhelmed, so Deja sent me this. I think it was like a TikTok or something,
Okay.
and it was like,
I was like, wait, are you about to spill my business? What are you saying?
no. So she
Okay.
sent me this TikTok, and it was like, when you're with your type A friend
Oh, right.
or whatever, and
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Teresa's a type A.
I'm
one in
literally
this friendship.
not.
Type A1 in this friendship.
What is A1?
Like the type A friend within this
Oh.
relationship.
Yeah, because okay, so I don't think I'm a type A person at all.
Yes.
And I was having this conversation with somebody like earlier this week, and what it is when I'm around people, I feel like I play whatever role I have to play in that dynamic in order to make sure that we're good. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually
So, no. Because I feel like if you were laid back and I was laid back too, we would be fine.
you are not laid back.
Yes, I am.
You're lackadaisical.
I'm not lackadaisical, Teresa.
Deja.
If I
you don't care about no.
If I can maneuver around this road by myself, perfectly fine.
You, that's
then,
you. But you have to, once you're involving other people, you have to be considerate.
Yeah, I am considerate.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No.
Yes, I am.
No,
Stop.
you're not. No.
Yes, I am.
This is, you're not.
Yes,
It's
Teresa.
It's not malicious. Like, you're not like rude with the inconsideration. And like I
Yeah.
said, you're not a person that you could stay mad at because you're just like, la, la, la. But no, it's very inconsiderate. Like, if I'm telling you we're going somewhere at 8,
Yeah.
and you're showing up at 8:30, that's rude.
Yeah, but I try and be on time.
Whether you tried or not, it's rude.
Yeah.
If we were both laid back, like I said, when we were on vacation,
Yeah.
the times where I just let your energy take over,
Yeah.
we didn't go out.
Yeah.
So if we're both like that, we just wouldn't do anything.
Yeah. I feel like I'm very used to like the dynamic with my friend
No,
group.
your friends are crazy. I'm so
And
sorry.
In that friend group, I feel like I'm the type A one.
I think you are. And that's scary to me. Like, I never forget, like, I don't know where we were going, but we went to one of your friend's house and we were taking an Uber from there to another spot.
Okay.
And the Uber, like, okay, guys, the Uber's here. And everyone's like, oh, okay, I need to straighten my hair. I need to fix my... I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, what were you doing this whole time? Like...
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I think you are probably the type.
Yeah. So in my mind, I'm doing so well. Like, this is amazing, you know?
It's not about doing well or not doing well. But I think for sure, if you were to ask my other friends... Okay, I do get irritated when, like, people are taking long. I don't like, I just think it's disrespectful. Like, if we're doing something, let's say we're doing something at 9 and everybody's agreeing we're doing something at 9. Why do you feel like it's okay for you to start getting ready at 9? Or why do you feel like, bro, I just feel like it's disrespectful. Like, and that irritates me. Like, if I'm ready and my makeup is on, and like I'm sitting there waiting for you, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be in a bad mood. Like, I don't like that. I don't like to wait. But otherwise, when it comes to like planning and stuff like that, that's not my thing. Like, I'm better at delegating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm not going to sit there and plan an itinerary. That's never going to be me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think for type B, it says that you're more driven by like emotions or something like that. I think that's definitely me.
Type B?
Yeah.
Is driven by emotions. Oh, yeah, you're definitely driven by emotions, for sure.
Thanks. We know. Yeah. Let me read it. It says... Okay, so for the worth ethic for type B, it says they are more focused on quality of life and relationships. It may not be as driven by external goals. And then for type A, for worth ethic, it says they are often seen as hardworking and focused on achieving goals. So in that way, I think that you are more type A than me.
Yeah.
But
I think you do this. You do the same thing. What do you mean?
Okay, I think I am trying to achieve goals, but I think my reasoning for trying to achieve goals is rooted in emotions.
Oh,
so
really?
So for example, like me doing like this whole academic thing, it's definitely, I need that doctor in front of my name for sure. And I need to broaden my knowledge and all those things. But it's definitely like, okay, it's something that, like, because my dad has a master's and he always wants to do his PhD. And it's like, I'm doing it, you know? So it's that. Yeah. And then it's also like, I want to be able to write and teach things that are beneficial to my community. So it's like, it's not like I need to get this goal done, It's like, I'm trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas other people, it's like, okay, I need to do this before I'm 30 and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's not really me.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. But I think you're more like, I need to accomplish this by this, and I'm going to do this and this.
Yeah. Sort of. I feel like, I'll set certain goals and feel very pressured by myself to like attain them.
Do you feel pressured by due dates?
No.
Me neither.
They
mean nothing to me.
They mean nothing to me. I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel pressured if I tell someone else the due date. Because then it's like I have to hold myself accountable to someone else.
Do you feel pressured when it comes to something that me and you are doing?
No.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell.
No.
You need to feel a little bit of pressure.
I know.
Because
yeah.
But you got a lot better.
Yeah. I've learned to prioritize things though. Because I mentioned before, like there's a lot of things going on. So I'm like, okay, like what was gonna make me feel like the worst if I don't get it done, you know?
Really?
Yeah, I try to prioritize. Like I know like my work is just naturally gonna come first, you know? So like I'm gonna try and do, because I just feel like if I don't do certain things at work, it's gonna affect a lot of other people. And then I'm gonna start to feel bad about like me affecting other people. You know what I mean? So I tend to prioritize that. And then, I don't know, I'll prioritize like the gym or like stuff like that. And then kind of like go in that type of order.
That's fair.
But yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm a type A personality at all. I don't think anybody.
Yeah.
I don't think.
No, I don't think you're like all the way there. There's like type A people
are crazy.
Yeah, I've met very like anal type A people. Like it doesn't go their way, they're like crying.
So, okay. Do you think you would want a man who's type A or type B?
I'm not gonna lie, I like someone who's like very disciplined and like gets stuff done. Like I like that.
Yeah, like I like be bossy.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
like bossy. I like you tell me what to do. Like
yes.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, we
but
like that.
like sometimes you have to let me like do my thing. Like not too much to the point where like
Yeah, not too much.
you know, where it's like, okay, relax. You know, like
Yeah.
it's never that serious, but like still I want you to be disciplined. So like a balance of both.
Are you sure you want somebody to tell you what to do? I don't know if you want that.
I feel like I do. Well, I feel like I would like someone to help me with like everyday things of like how to structure my day to be a little bit more organized. I feel like I would like that, but I wouldn't like someone telling me what to do with like my money, for example. You know? Like I wouldn't want someone to tell me what to do financially, but I would like someone to like help me create a plan of how to organize my day.
I wouldn't like that.
I would love that.
I wouldn't like, because no, that's too much.
Really?
How to organize my day? Because that
Yeah.
would make me feel like, how do I explain? I don't know if it's me being hard on myself, but sometimes I kind of feel like I'm not doing enough. Or like I'm like, if I have like a lazy day, I feel guilty.
Yeah.
Or if I have even like a lazy half of a day, I feel guilty. Or if I say, okay, I need to do this and then I don't do it, I feel bad. So for you to make a plan for my day, because I'm not going to do it.
Why?
Because that's not me. Like I'm
Yeah.
more of a like creative, like
Yeah.
I'll get it done and it's going to be amazing, but you're not going to tell me to, no. I would actually rather somebody tell me what to do with my money. Not tell me what
Really?
to do, but I would love to be with somebody who is very financially
Yeah.
like into investments and
Yeah.
stocks and all of that
I would
stuff.
like that too, but like more like giving suggestions, not like
Well,
you
everything's
need to
a suggestion. You can't tell me what to
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
do. Yeah, you can't tell me what to do.
So we're talking about Teresa's type, or we were having a discussion, were we, about
No, because in one of, I think probably the first episode ever that we did on the podcast.
Yeah.
So if you want to listen, go back and listen. But we both were describing our types.
we were describing, or like you were describing for me and
No, I was
describing
describing for myself,
for you? Oh, okay.
and you were describing for yourself.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, remember I said Anyway, I'm not gonna give it away. Remember you said the title was "I like my men blackity black black," or "I want my kids to."
Oh, the very first episode
Yes.
ever. Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you meant the first episode where we recorded
No,
showing
no,
ourselves.
no.
I was like, I don't remember that at all.
The very, very,
But yeah,
very
the
first
very
episode.
first, yeah.
Yes, and I don't know what we were talking about earlier this week, but we're just like talking about if our type has evolved.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. For you, I feel I feel like you like, okay, I'm gonna speak physically.
okay.
I feel like you like men that look like almost football players. Like really buff and big and like bold.
Not bold. You're so stupid.
Yeah, I feel like you like
Somebody said bold. You're actually dumb.
or I feel like you like to like dark skinned men. I feel like you'd prefer for your man to be Ghanaian,
Okay.
to have a relationship with God.
Of course.
This is not physical anymore, clearly, but yeah, to have a relationship with God. I feel like you would prefer, or you would want your man to be very kind, and kind in a way where it's like you don't have to tell him about things that he would have to do for you. Like he just does it himself, without like without you
Yeah,
having
being
to like
prompted.
give like clues or anything like that. He just does it like out of the kindness of his heart. And yeah, I feel like you want a man too that's not only gonna deepen his relationship with you, but like with everyone else in your life because I feel like you value community. And so you would appreciate if your man does the same, not only with his community, but with like yours too. Yeah.
Okay.
That was so good, right? I know.
Okay. I'll give you like a 9.5.
Why? What? What was the 0.5 off for?
I don't know. There's always room for improvement.
Okay, Teresa, stop. This is the mindset we need to stop.
Okay.
Like, what do you mean?
No,
This
I
should be
feel
10 out of 10.
I feel like you hit all the points. I'm trying to think
Yeah.
if there's anything. Oh,
To add?
remember I told you I want somebody who dresses well though.
Oh, okay. But I feel like that's very low on the list. Like, out of everything that I said, I feel like that's low, like the lowest.
The lowest?
Yes. What would you prioritize? What would you put above that?
Well, no, yeah, that's true. But I do want you to dress well. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to be scared every time we're going
Yeah,
out.
but you
I'm
can
like,
also dress him, like, you know?
yeah, but we need like a basic
Like foundational
Yeah.
skills need to be there.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if you're wearing like a white tee and jeans, that's fine. But if you're just wearing like something crazy, like I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I can't.
yeah. Okay.
But yeah. Okay, so for you,
Don't
think-
say anything crazy. Be respectful.
I will. Oh, but what about the height? You didn't say the height.
Oh, I feel like 5'10", 5'11", like
Yeah, it's not that
yeah.
serious to me.
because you're
No, but
short. But
I'm
okay,
not short. I'm average height. But
you're short.
I'm average height. But like, don't be like you can't be short. But like, you don't have to be like 6'5". That's too much for me. It's a lot.
6'5" is I mean,
It's too much for me. Okay. Anywho, so for you, first of all, dark skin.
yes.
Teeth. Teeth
Oh
have to
yes,
be nice.
teeth. Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah.
I think you like the guys with the you know those
the dangly earrings.
the dangly earrings.
Every time my friend see men with like dangly earrings, like, oh, this one's for you. And I'm
Yeah.
like, can you chill? Why?
Yeah, the dangly earrings. I feel like you like men that are okay. Whereas I think I like men that are kind of like
Yeah.
I don't think you like men that are outwardly rare. I feel like you like men that are like clean. Like I feel like you like
Neat,
men, tight and neat. I feel like you like men that would like go get their manicure and like their toes
yeah,
done.
what's wrong with that?
Like metrosexual. You know what I mean?
Okay. Shit. Okay.
What else? Tall, definitely tall. Probably like at least 6'1", 6'2".
Okay. I can do 6 feet too.
Can you?
I can do 6 feet.
Okay.
I could do 5'11".
I feel like you would have to move past it.
Okay. 5'11" is still tall.
But I feel like for you, you would have to be like,
Okay,
oh,
I'm
but he's not
actually
that
tall though. So
Like you're tall for a girl.
yeah. So I have to have like comparable in height for my man, you know?
Yeah. What else? I also think you like men who dress well. I feel like it
Yeah.
would turn you off if he didn't dress well.
Like it just has to be clean. Whatever
Yeah.
the dressing is, it just has to look like neat and clean.
And I also think you need somebody, I know you want this, but I think you need somebody who's financially stable, who has
Yes.
goals for themselves,
Yes.
who's actually like, I don't know if this is a requirement for you, but I think it would be cute for you to be with somebody who's like a gym person.
Oh yes, I would love that.
Yeah, like I can't see you being with somebody who has like, doesn't like move their body, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in some type of way.
Now, because I wasn't always like that.
Yeah, but I just feel like
Yeah.
it wouldn't align for you. I just don't think that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It would not make
Anyway,
sense.
and like we were saying before, I do think you need somebody who's type A, because if your man is type B, you guys are just good. Just lackadaisical in the house. Like,
Yeah.
what else? I think you need somebody who's a leader.
Yeah.
I think he needs to be the leader of the friend group.
Why? What?
Because I think
You don't think I can be the leader?
why would you want to?
Yeah. Why would I want that? Sorry. Go on.
Anyways, so yeah, I think you need somebody who's the leader of the friend group, because I think you like that. I don't think you
I
like
do.
guys that are just like-
Followers.
yeah,
Absolutely not. No.
And I think obviously we need somebody who has a relationship with God for sure. And I think you need somebody who has a good relationship with their family,
Yeah.
and somebody who comes from a good family and can also fit in well with your family. I think family is very important for you. You have a big family, so I think that would be crucial. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else to add?
No.
Yeah. Anything that you object to?
No, I agree. Dangly earring is like crazy. 'Cause
That's
I
what you
don't
like,
care
fam.
about that. No, I
Yeah.
don't.
I mean, okay, obviously, if God brings you in mind, he doesn't have a dangly earring. Like, I don't think you would say, no, God, I don't want him. But,
Yeah.
like, I do think that the type of guy that you're attracted to would wear a dangly earring.
Yeah, I guess.
Whereas me, I would say, get out of my face. Like,
Really?
no, a dangly earring is
Okay.
crazy.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
So, did you watch Love Is Blind?
I did. It was so boring. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. Oh, yeah, it was boring.
Everyone was like white.
But I was shocked. Like, when
What?
everybody was saying no, I was like, this is crazy. So, no one's getting married?
I know. That was wild.
And,
Literally
like,
almost everyone said no.
Yeah, Virginia.
One person said yes.
One person said yes.
Yeah.
Virginia shocked me.
Really?
You didn't think
Okay, I listened to a lot of the podcasts that she was on after. So like I'm like, okay. Like after
before you finished the season, you listened?
I listened to the podcast
podcast.
that she was on and she was explaining like her choice. So like I knew watching it that she was gonna say no. But the reasoning,
What was her reasoning?
because she said that she was protecting Devin a lot. So she didn't expose the type of views that he had. Like, cause he was like a Christian, but like one of those
Trumper.
toxic Christians
Yeah.
who like don't want to
Abortions.
Yeah, like they don't believe in women's rights or just like don't think
LGBTQ.
yeah, all of that stuff. And she was like, they had conversations about that off camera, but he never wanted to talk about it on camera.
camera.
And I find that weird because if that's your stance, like stand on it.
But
Like, you know what I
he
mean?
knows that he can't say that. You know what
But
I mean?
it's like you're so passionate about your views. Like, why can't you say it on camera?
yeah.
Like, that's just weird. That's weird to me. I don't know.
Because I think he knows that I think deep down, okay, I don't want to say deep down he knows it's problematic because I don't want to impose that on him.
Yeah.
But I feel like he knows that this is not the climate to say those
To
things.
say like he'd be canceled for sure.
But then at the same time, unfortunately, there's bare people that will agree with him. So,
Yeah, there is.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. How did you feel about the Brittany girl when she told him that she liked girls and then he was kind of like, whoa.
Yeah, I feel like he said no because of his views. Like I don't think it was like I think he said like when she told him that, I think he was like, "Oh, I'm going to have to think about that," or he said something like that. But like I think at that moment he's like, okay, absolutely not. In his
Yeah,
mind.
I feel like he low-key knew he could never bring her to
Could
his family.
never bring her home. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like, "No." But I don't know. I just didn't really like that like and even remember that scene where he was in the bed with Virginia and she was like trying to like get out of him what his views are. Like, is there anything else you want to talk about or bring up? Or like, what is your point of view? And he's kind of just like, yeah, no, there's nothing else I want to say. It was just like giving like, do you even have a stance? Like, you know, like I feel like maybe he grew up and his family like told him all of these things and he just believed it. Like he didn't go out and seek that for himself.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it's giving.
I don't know. Okay, so speaking of protecting, like, because they're black, right? Well,
Yeah.
I don't know what he identifies as, but so
Yeah, Virginia definitely identifies as being black.
as black, she does,
Yeah.
but I don't know what he.
I don't know either.
So, but I
Yeah.
think she probably in her head is seeing this as a black man.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So
Yeah.
like, and she's saying that she's protecting him. So like, I know we've talked about feeling like you have to protect black men, like having that inherent
Yeah.
whatever. Do you still feel that way?
Yeah, I think so. I still feel like I am protecting people.
That's true.
Yeah, there's definitely been experiences
say, yeah.
and things that I could say
That you don't say.
that I do not bring up, I do not say, I don't even acknowledge because
Is that protection for them or protection for you though?
I think it's both because some of the things are kind of crazy. And also for me too, because I dealt with that crazy, you know? So it's kind of like almost embarrassing for me to talk about because it's like I went through that. Like, how could I have gone through that? You know?
I understand how you feel because we all feel that way towards ourselves, but it's not embarrassing.
But yeah, I do feel like I'm still protecting. How about you?
I feel like I feel that way towards all black people. I definitely think that when I was younger, I had that need to do so more. Like even in high school and stuff like that, I was always that person. Like whenever the teacher's getting at like one of my friends that's a
Yeah.
boy, like I would be like, "Yo, leave him alone," kind of thing, right? I feel like yes, I think inherently I do have the inclination to protect Black men, but also I think that I don't want to say this because I don't know if it's like dividing us, but I just feel like Black women we have. I think we should protect each other more.
Yeah.
I think that would be
I
more
agree.
beneficial for
For
lack of
us. For like
for
Black women.
for Black women and for society
Yeah. That's
because
fair.
you know what I mean?
Because I feel like we often protect Black men at the expense
Of
ourselves.
ourselves,
Yeah.
right? And I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's problematic, but I don't know if we should invest so much in,
Trying to protect everyone else.
yeah, specifically Black men. So you know
Yeah.
Bell Hooks, right? Did
Yeah.
you read All About Love?
Yeah, I did, but
You
that
forgot?
was like 3 years ago.
Okay, so in the beginning, when she is like characterizing what love is, she kind of says that women are more socialized to think about love, right? And like when we think about our life, like yes, we think about personal and like professional, academic, whatever development, but a marker of success is your love life or whatever, right? Whereas for men, it's not necessarily the same. And she's just talking about love and female love and whatever, right? So I feel like a lot of the decisions and because even protecting Black men, it's rooted in love, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because aside of like wanting to be with a Black man, like I'll speak for myself. Like I love Black men. I just romantically and whatever aside, like yes, like I love Black men, right?
Yeah.
So it's coming
Yeah.
from a place of love. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But if they're not being socialized to love in the same way,
Yeah.
you're right.
And they're not. Yeah.
And they're not. But you know what? I do have faith that this new generation of. But think of yourself as a mother
Okay.
and you having a son.
Yes. Oh, my son is gonna. Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And think of your friends,
Yeah.
like how we're going to raise our sons.
Yes.
Don't you think that generation of men would do better?
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
But I also like those are me and my friends. I don't think everyone thinks like me and my friends, you know?
That's true. You know what? I need to start talking to weird people because
Yeah, because there's a lot of weird people out here, bro. Like
because in my head,
seriously.
like all Black women our age are normal,
No.
but there's girls that are crazy still.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so
Well, maybe I'm too hopeful for the new generation.
no, I definitely think they'll be a lot better than this generation now, but there's still gonna be some like next issue, you know?
Shit, this world is scary. This world is actually scary. Speaking of Love is Blind,
Yes.
you know when Virginia brought up the prenup?
Yes.
Okay, so what were your thoughts? How do you
I
feel
said,
about prenup?
Period.
Period.
Period. I was like,
Would you sign a
absolutely,
prenup?
sis. I would.
Like, you would or you want to?
I would want to.
Why?
And I feel like I would be the one to initiate it. Because I feel like coming into a relationship, like we should, however we came into the relationship is how we should leave financially. You know what I mean? Even like I understand working together, building yourself financially with a partner, but at the same time, like you never know what's going to happen. And I don't want to like make it seem like, oh, like I'm being very pessimistic and like, you know, thinking that like we're going to have a divorce or whatever. But like, I feel like I worked very hard to like get to a certain position that I am in right now. And I don't want someone to have to the right or be able to take that away from me. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want me to do that to someone else either. Cause I don't know how I'm going to act if I were to ever get a divorce,
God
you know,
forbid.
God forbid. But like, if I were to ever get a divorce, I don't know how I would act. I've never been in that situation before. So I wouldn't want to take all of someone's stuff either. So I feel like it's only right to like go into it knowing what we have and then leaving with whatever we came in with.
Yeah, I feel the same way. There is that little tiny voice at the back of my head that's like, why are you planning for it to
Yeah.
fail? But then at the same time, okay, yes, we know that marriage is a spiritual thing. You're going before
Mm-hmm.
God, but also it's a contract.
It is a contract.
It's a business.
It's a business.
It's
yeah.
a business venture.
Literally. Yeah.
So when you're having a business
Yeah.
venture, the contracts need to be.
Yeah.
You
And
know
it
what I
would
mean?
be a red flag for me if I brought it, like if I initiated it and they said no. I'd be like,
Yeah.
why?
Why? Yeah. What are you trying to do?
Like, yeah. Not even what are you trying to do, but like, what's the hesitation? Like, I don't.
Okay, but would you be offended? Let's say, well, you will in Jesus' name, amen. Meet a man that's like, financially good.
Mm-hmm.
He's set, like he's doing better than you, right?
Yeah.
Would you be offended if he brought it?
No, I don't think so.
You sure?
I don't think I would because, like, I feel like what a lot of people think of when someone brings a prenup to them, it's like, oh, when we're in the relationship, my money is yours, or my money is mine and your money is yours. But that's not necessarily the case. You know what I mean? Like, if my man is doing like way better than me, that doesn't mean that he's not going to be like contributing 100% to the household. You know what I mean? Just because it's his money. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. So how do you feel? Like, so you would have a joint account and all
I would
this?
think I would still have
With
a
your
joint
husband or
account
your boyfriend?
with my husband. My boyfriend is joint account with my boyfriend is crazy.
I mean, people do it.
No,
Okay, would you have any bills with your boyfriend, like in the name with your boyfriend?
no.
No?
For what?
People do it.
No.
Okay, what about living with?
I would live with my boyfriend, yeah. But like the bills that I pay are in my name.
And
The bills that he pays
is in his
are
name.
in his name.
So you wouldn't sign a lease?
I would sign a lease, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So what if the relationship frig up and then the lease is not?
Oh, well, like both of our names have to be on the lease.
Yeah, both of your names is going to be on the lease. But like if you guys break up, what are you going to do?
I don't know.
Like if me and you are together and we're living in a place and like your name's on the lease and we're breaking up, I'm gonna go because it's your name on the lease.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with me. But if my name's on the lease too now,
But it could also be the other way around where like if only his name is on the lease, he's kicking me out.
that's okay. I'll go to my parents' house.
I wouldn't like that.
I mean,
Because like, why should my world have to like, go upside down because we broke up? No.
Well, that's why you shouldn't live with your boyfriend.
Yeah, I would live with my boyfriend.
I mean, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. No, I personally would want to live with my boyfriend before I got married to him.
Why?
Because I want to know how he lives and how he functions. I don't know. I feel like you know someone a lot better when you're living with them. Like they could be hiding a lot of things and not showing you a lot of things. Like you don't know how clean they are if you're not living with them.
Is that going to make you not marry somebody?
Well,
Okay,
it could turn me off for some
if they're
things.
nasty, like
if they're disgusting,
if they're nasty, but if they're a little messy, like
I don't know, or how they like run their house. I don't know. The type of like, how are you? Because a lot of people can be like, oh yeah, I'm financially responsible, but then
they're not.
Their Wi-Fi is turned off. There's no there's no hot water. Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people can say a lot of things, but you see when you're living with them. And I don't want that to have to be my experience seeing and me not liking what I'm seeing once I'm married.
Okay, but if you're living with a man, right, and you love him, you're going to find yourself doing things that wives should do.
Okay, yeah.
And I just feel like, how do I say this? I feel like whether a man loves you or not, getting married, right? Getting married, if you're a man who wants that for yourself, like, of course you want to do that. But realistically speaking, as a man, when you propose to a girl or when you're getting married to a girl, the only thing that changes for you is like you have responsibility now. Like you're saying, if you're proposing to a girl, you're saying, okay, I'm prepared to take you from your parents and provide what your parents have provided for you, if not more. So that's responsibility for you.
Yeah.
So now as a woman, these are my personal views biblically. So now as a woman, if you're saying, okay, I want to be married, it's not just, I have a ring and, I'm going to have a wedding and whatever.
Yeah.
It's you're saying that you're going to support, you're going to be his biggest, what is it? Bible says a woman's a helper. So you're saying for the rest of my life, I'm going to be this man's helper,
Yeah.
right? But when you're living with him, you are being his helper,
Yeah.
right?
That's fair.
And I don't think that he's necessarily having the responsibility that he would have for you if you guys were married by just living with you. And then, okay, you're already being his helper. Why would he want to propose to you? I'm not saying that he won't.
Yeah.
And I'm like, everybody's situation is different.
Yeah.
This is me personally, my thought process.
Yeah.
If I was a man and my girl was living with me, let's say I would want to, let's say,
like there's no incentive to like propose.
yeah, unless you as a man really want that.
Yeah.
And you know it's what your girl wants and you want to do that. But otherwise, like for me, if I was a man, I would be like, okay, well, Shorty's already living with me.
Yeah.
She's already cooking, like doing my laundry, like all those things.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I don't know if I would do all that, but
You would.
I don't know if I would, to be honest.
If you're living with somebody, you're not going to sometimes do his laundry.
Sometimes,
saying-
but not all the time.
I mean, you guys will share the responsibility, but I feel like it will be on you more. I mean, depends. Not even just laundry, like just things that make a house a home. I mean, it depends on your relationship. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
Because my household, my dad does the laundry. Growing up, my dad did the laundry. But I just feel like there's things that you'll find yourself doing that you don't need to do.
Yeah, I guess. But I don't know. For me, like, I would want to know. I would want to experience living with my man before
For how long?
like a year.
That's tough. I don't know still. Because I was thinking about this too. Because, like, for example, let's say you live with your parents and he lives with his parents, right? Which is what most of us do in this economy.
Yeah.
How are you guys gonna be like booed up sometimes? Like, you know, when you're just chilling in the house kind of thing?
At my parents' house? At
No.
my grandparents' house? That's what I've done that before. What do you mean?
I would never bring a
I
man
have.
to my parents' house.
Yeah. I mean, where else are you going to go?
That's
But like,
my thing.
I also think it's important for like a woman or to like have their own space before they
That's
move
what I was
in
thinking.
with their
Yeah.
partner. Because I just think it's important for them to experience what it's like having
Yeah.
your own space, being by yourself, and like I feel like it's a good opportunity to like learn more about yourself. And like how you are by yourself without anyone else there.
Yeah.
And I think that's important before you ever move in with like a partner. So even if we started a relationship, like say we've been dating for like 2 years and maybe the third year we decide to move in together, like for those 2 years I would want to live by myself, like not at my parents' house.
Yeah.
You know?
The older I get, I'm like going from your parents' house to man's house is kind of crazy. Cause
Yeah.
how do you? But then that's how I was raised. Like,
I know.
that's what my mom has always told me. You're not leaving here till you get married, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But then, and I was always like, no, I'm leaving. But then the economy. So.
I know. The economy said absolutely not.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, let me just stay here and experience the free amenities because
I know. Listen, being at home is nice, not gonna lie.
you play with your peace of mind and your privacy, but
You do. Yeah.
that's okay.
But and your mental health. But
Yeah. Shit.
it's all right. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly that.
Honestly, where I am right now, I'd rather save money, so it is what it is. Priorities.
Priorities. It's balanced though.
Yeah. So me and my friends were having this like debate in our group chat. One of my friends was like, if you found the perfect man, like everything that you want on paper, not even on paper, like even when you guys are together, just everything that you want, your ideal man, but he only makes 75K and he's only going to make 75K
For the rest of his
for
life.
the rest of his life. Would you,
In this economy.
in this economy, yeah, would you date him? Or would you date him like intentionally
marry.
To marry? Yeah. Well, that's what we're doing. There's no just dating right now.
Some
at
people
this
are
age.
just dating. Some people
Yeah.
are just dating.
Yeah.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes.
No.
No. And why? Why not?
Because I plan on making way more than 75K in Jesus'
Yeah.
name, amen. So why would I attach myself to a man who's going to stay at 75K?
Yeah.
I feel like, why are we not progressing?
Yeah.
And I was,
There's a lot to unpack
So
here.
we're-
Yeah.
I don't even know what we were talking about, but you know how I went to the cottage like a couple weeks ago. So we were all sitting around talking, and I don't know, we were playing Would You Rather, and I don't know what the question was, but we got on the topic of finances or what type of, I don't remember. Anyway, so they were saying like, I said something like, oh, God's not going to make, like, my husband's not broke. Like, God wouldn't do that for me.
Yeah.
God wouldn't do that to me, right? And then somebody's like, what? You can't say that. Like, you're limiting yourself to a whole group of people. And I was like,
Those people are not for me. What do you mean?
care. Like, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Bro, those people are not for me. Like, period. God wouldn't do that to me.
Yeah.
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Some people wouldn't care about the 75K. Me, I care. Why?
Yes.
Because I need my Gucci bag. And whether you buy it for me or I buy it, I'm going to get it. And some men are jealous.
That was literally my point to my friends, because I was like, yes, maybe he's perfect and whatever, blah 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 blah, but like I wouldn't want to be with someone who's making less than what I'm making, because I feel like that comes with a lot of other
It does.
things. Like I feel like the salary is like heavily associated with a man's ego.
Yes.
And especially
And
if you're
self-worth.
making, and especially if the woman is making more now, like they're gonna do, like I feel like the man would do things or say things to you or act in a certain way.
Though.
I know, and so would I.
It
Yeah.
takes a different type of man and a different type of woman to be in that situation. Because, bro, you see how we said we like when your man tells us what to do?
Yeah.
You're making 75K. You think you
you can tell me what to do.
Like, no,
Absolutely not.
obviously not.
Like, go sit down with your
Like, I feel like at first you will give him the respect.
Yeah.
Because it's like your man. But, like, there's going to be a 1-2 times.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, what?
Like,
It's true. No, we have to be real. Like, it's true. In the same way that as a man, it makes you feel good to be a provider. If you're not that, if you know that, like, okay, if I ask my man for something, right? Not that I would ever ask a man for anything, because if I don't inspire you to get me things, then whatever. But anyway, so let's say I want something, right? And my man's like, okay, babe, like, not right now. Like, we have this and this to do. Cool. If I know that my man actually could afford it and will do it for me, I'll wait.
yeah.
But if I come to you on that and you can't afford it and I can, so you're telling me I can't get it?
And it's like they're almost trying to humble you or something. No, I don't like that.
And why I say this is, it's not to be like materialistic or anything like that. It's from personal experience, because I feel like I've tried to be an understanding person, right? And I've definitely been involved with somebody who was jealous of me, right? Yeah. And sometimes I think of the things that this person would say, and I'm just like, yo, you're actually jealous of me.
Yeah.
Like, for, for example, well, I was going back and forth with them, and they're like, oh, you think because you have a master's, and you think because you have a master's.
What?
Listen, you think because you have a master's and you have a new car, and I'm just like, what does that have to do with the fact that you have poor communication skills? Like, we're literally talking about what is me having,
like, you're a hater.
Like, you're literally a hater.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
What does that? Yeah. And that's just a situation.
That's bad energy.
Yeah, it's bad energy too. And another point that I brought up was that life is already hard. I'm not trying to make my life harder by putting myself in a situation where now my man is like being mean to me because I make more money than him. Like, I don't want to do that.
I think it's adding another layer of, it's just, okay, I'll say this. I feel like we all have pressure as it relates to being financially stable.
Yeah.
Realistically, men have more pressure.
For sure, yeah.
And like we said, a lot of their self-worth and how they view themselves is rooted in their finances. A lot of men, like, if you ask them why they don't want a relationship or why they don't want to get married, it's because they want to
financially ready.
Exactly. They want, and realistically,
that makes sense. I respect that.
Yeah, and it's true because, like we said, bro, if a girl wants to get married with $0 in her account, she could make it happen.
She could make it happen. That's crazy.
Man.
But like, okay, so my friend was speaking to her other friend, and she basically said that women who like have these views are considered gold diggers.
What is gold digger about that? If you're saying that the reason why you want that is because you want to be successful for yourself, you're not saying that you want to meet a rich man and be a bum. You're saying, I have these goals for myself. I want a man that also has goals for himself so that we can grow and excel together.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be dragging somebody's son along with me.
Yeah.
No. And I'm not expecting anybody's son to drag me along with them.
Yeah.
So, no. And these niggas don't have any gold to dig.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
fuck? Sorry. God forgive me, but what?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I just feel like everybody just has to be realistic. It's not all about materialistic things.
It's not. But you want to live
Comfortable.
you want to live comfortably and you want the best for your life.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. And I've like, bro, being an understanding woman.
Listen, the understanding won't take you anywhere. It'll take you to the ground.
Literally.
It'll be dragging you down to the ground.
Yeah. I think you can be an understanding woman for the right person. But I think if you find somebody that's for you, you're not going to be understanding, you will. You're a human being.
Yeah. But like, what am I understanding? Like,
That's true too.
like what if I'm not like, no, I don't know.
Just pray.
Like, why do I have to understand? Why can't it just be? Like, why can't I just get it right away? Like, you know?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I can't use that. I can't use You know what it is too? Okay. I feel like you and I have paid our dues.
Paid our dues, bro.
Respectfully.
Like,
So it's just
respectfully, I've done the work and I don't want to do the work anymore.
Yeah. I think
sorry.
we've paid our dues. So I think,
Yeah.
I think we're
That's for
entitled.
someone else. If they want to do that,
Yeah, let them do it.
Go do
but
it.
That's why we don't have a man still. Because
what?
that's why we don't have a man. Because
Oh, yeah.
there's I seen this what was it? I don't know if it was like a TikTok or a tweet.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was a TikTok. It was like, honestly, the girl was like, I get it now. Some of these girls are taking out loans for these men. Da, 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 da. She's like, if I were you, I would date them too. It's okay. Just, stay over there.
That could never be me. Taking out a loan for, like, excuse me? No.
Would you take out a loan for your husband?
Why can't he take out his own loan though? What's the reason?
What if he's a businessman? Follow me.
Okay.
What if he's a businessman? Okay.
Yeah.
He gets these big business ideas and they
Yes.
always pay off. Right?
And like I can see that they've
They've paid off.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. 100%.
Okay, what if the last business deal he didn't pay off?
I'd be more hesitant, but I feel like I would probably do it. Because technically if we're married, like it's our loan. No?
Yeah.
It's not just me. Right? I don't know.
I feel like
Taking out a loan for someone else is just like
it's a lot.
But
you know
that's
what?
red
I
flags.
think for me, when it comes to love, I feel like we get to hear and say, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that. Me personally,
that's you personally. Because listen, I would not do it. I don't care how much I love you. You're not.
No, I love you, I'm not finished. If I love you and you've proven, this is for any relationship, whether it's platonic
Yes.
or whatever. If I love you and you've proven to me in the past that you would do the same for me, not that it's like a transactional thing, but that you have, it's not like a one-sided thing.
Yeah.
And that I'm not being used. I will do anything for anybody. Once I feel like you're trying to play me or you're sitting around somewhere saying, yeah, T did this for me, it's over. You will never get the same me again.
Yeah, that's
but
fair.
otherwise, like, I will do anything for anybody. I don't really care. But when it comes to finances, though,
That's the one thing. I said I would do anything except for give people money.
because I've been really dumb.
Yeah.
But I've never been that dumb. In all my years
No,
of being dumb,
I've been that dumb before.
don't be that dumb again.
Yeah, that's why I said no. When it comes to finances, I don't have it. It's
I ain't
locked
got
away.
it.
Sorry, I have no access to it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, I've been dumb in my day.
Yeah.
But that, no,
Yeah.
I could never.
Yeah. It's a no.
So would you? Oh, you said no. Never mind.
Said no to
So you
what?
wouldn't like. So if your man was down,
Down. What does that mean? Down where? Is he coming back up?
he needs your help to come back up.
He needs my help to come back up. So he can't come back up by himself.
No, not right now. Still.
Like, I mean, yeah, I would help him out.
Your boyfriend?
I would help him find ways to make money. I don't know if I would
Honestly,
give him
I don't
money.
want to deal with a broke man. They're very mean. I can't do it. I'm not doing it. They're mean. I remember, yo, bro, I was talking to this one guy one time, and I had an overnight shift.
Yeah.
And like he was like, you know when you're like going back and forth with somebody, like kind of
Yeah.
like joking but like throwing shots kind of thing. I just woke up and he was doing that, and I was like, listen, like I'm not in a good mood. Like I have to go to an overnight shift.
Yeah.
And then I said I'm not in the mood. He's like, oh well, we could all say we're not in the mood. I'm just like, wait, what? I'm like, and then he's like, was mad at me saying that, oh, you think I'm okay because I'm smiling every day. I'm like, whoa,
Who said you? Listen, delete, block,
and it's just like,
leave me alone, please.
Because you're don't have a job or you're in between.
He's taking it out on you.
Yeah,
He's taking all his anger on you.
To be nice, like just have like, no, I just can't do it.
Yeah, no,
cannot.
Yeah, absolutely not. There's no way.
Absolutely not. And don't let people make you feel guilty for feeling that way because.
Yeah, I was starting to feel a little bit guilty, but
no,
because I just don't like. I don't want people to like look at me and be like, oh, like she thinks blah blah blah, blah or like she thinks this or. Listen, it's just like listen.
If you're in your household struggling, those people are not gonna come and help you.
Help me exactly.
So leave them alone.
Yeah.
Anywho. I was gonna ask you.
Okay. What?
So when it comes to therapy,
okay.
What do you think have been your how do you think it's helped you, and like what major ways has it helped you in?
Yeah, I think it's helped me a lot. Actually, I came a long way. Shout out to my girl. Yeah, that's my sis. Like I would invite her to my wedding.
I don't think she wants to be your sis, but
no, that's my girl. Like,
are you her girl?
I think so.
Are you sure?
Yeah, she likes me.
Is that the same one?
What?
Is this the same one you've always had, or did you have a?
I had one before who was like very like you know how we talked about the last in the last episode how like you have certain friends that you go to for certain things. That first therapist was like what's it called, like tough love kind of therapist, which is what I needed in the time in the moment. Like I needed that tough love. I needed the shame, you know.
Not the shame.
I needed her to shame me, like because that helped me not go back. But then after that, I needed someone who's a little bit more like understanding. Like okay, let's walk through why we thought this, like how we're gonna navigate this in the future, blah 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 blah. And I feel like that's what my therapist is for me right now. But yeah, I feel like she's helped me in so many ways. Just in like, I think I like struggled a lot with my anxiety, and I think the anxiety came from being in a very toxic relationship. I would always be thinking of like, what is that person thinking about me? Like, you know, because he wouldn't really communicate that well. So then that generalized to like everyone else, you know, like what is everyone else thinking about me? Like, I don't want to ask them because I don't want to seem confrontational, but like, you know, just all of these things. And I feel like she really helped me navigate, like, first of all, not everyone's thinking about you as much as you think that they are. And like how you're perceiving yourself is not how everyone else perceives you, you know? And I feel like that, like we would talk about certain situations and she would like, you know, like tell me to like find a certain situation and like talk about it. Like, okay, so this happened and like, what were you thinking in the moment? And what did you think that other person was thinking of you in that moment? And is it realistic? Right? So she would kind of like walk through those steps with me. And I feel like by breaking it down like that, she really helped me like learn that like, you know, it's
not that deep.
It's not that deep and it's more in my head than it is like a reality, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that.
So and how often do you go?
So when I first started with her, I was going weekly, but now it's bi-weekly. So like every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think you would ever stop, or is it like?
I don't know. I feel like right now I'm in a good place. That's why I'm going bi-weekly. It's just kind of like things that come up. Like I'll talk to her about things that come up in my everyday life. There's no like big situation that I'm trying to like navigate.
Get over, yeah.
But I feel like once I do start dating again, a lot of things are going to come up and I'm going to have to like see her more frequently because I'm going to have to learn to like navigate those things, you know?
Yeah. I think for me, when I did therapy, felt like I was paying somebody to be my friend.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Like, I don't want to discourage people from therapy, and I know, like, as Black people, we definitely should, you know, remove the stigma from those types of things. And I would want to try it again just because I know these things are important. But me personally, do I want to? Do I think it helped me? Not really.
Maybe you didn't find the right therapist.
Yeah, you said that to me before. I just felt like, I don't know, it's difficult. Because of my job, I feel like I give people informal counseling.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like sometimes we'd be talking and I would, as I'm talking, I'm like coming to the solutions by myself.
Yeah. But that's kind of like what a therapist is supposed to do. Like they help you.
Well, why do
they
I need
guide
to pay
you
somebody? I could do that by myself.
I know, but I think like for what you're doing, you're more like intellectualizing what's going on. Like you're not actually like getting through it, you know? Because like there's probably been certain situations where like, okay, like I understand why I did this. I get why I did this, but like how am I going to move differently in the future, you know?
That's true.
You know
I feel like I definitely repeat a lot of the same patterns, but I feel like I be with each new pattern, I get better.
Yeah.
I'll get there one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The one thing that I would like to, I think I get in my head a lot too. Like I said, it's hard to be me. I feel like I'm always thinking about things like my mind. Like, I don't know, like, is your mind ever off?
Yeah.
No, my mind doesn't turn off.
Really?
No, never. Like, my mind is always like thinking about things.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm never just like silent. I'm always just like thinking about things. You're silent?
Not silent, but there's times when I'm just kind of like not thinking about anything. I wouldn't say silent, but it's just kind of like I feel very peaceful and relaxed. But I'm not really like thinking of something specific.
No,
you know?
I don't know if I've ever experienced that. I'm gonna
Really?
I'm gonna try and like see, but like I'm definitely always thinking about something, always thinking about the next thing. Like that's me. I'm like while I'm doing something, I'm I'm just always like, you know.
Yeah.
So I do think maybe I don't know.
You should try it.
I don't know. We'll see.
Try it again and give it another shot. You never know.
Yeah, I just kind of felt like I was paying somebody to be my friend. And then I just felt kind of big. So then I said, forget it.
Why did you feel big?
Because I have friends that
Yeah, I don't know.
I get. Okay, I know what I'm saying is coming from more of an ignorant standpoint. Like I know therapy. Like I know we should all go to therapy. I know. I've told people we should all go to therapy. But I'm like how I actually feel.
Yeah, that's
Like
fair.
how I actually felt. I was just like, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like maybe I'll try it again. I've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because I don't really think there's anything that I'm navigating right now. But like sometimes I think about things that I've experienced or a lot. I'm just like, why would you do that?
Yeah. Or even just like how some of the things that maybe happened in your childhood are showing up now. Like I feel like she helped me deal with a lot of that.
I feel like I'm well aware of that. And also I don't need to, I'm good.
Okay.
Like, I don't want anybody to say, so what happened when you, no, it's okay. I already know my trauma. No,
Okay.
I don't want to delve into, that's a lot. That's too much.
It's a lot, yeah. But it's helpful.
I'm good.
Okay. All right.
Okay. What do you wish for everybody for?
April.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Happy
wait.
April Fools.
Not April Fool's, child. Oh my gosh. Wait.
What?
Before we go, do you see this Kanye stuff?
Yeah. He needs to go
Thoughts?
back on his meds.
Deja.
Sorry, can I say that?
I mean, you can, but
Yeah, he's just having an episode. I don't know. I feel like he's doing a lot. So, like, anytime I see him going off like this, I feel bad for him. I'm like, why does he
don't
have
feel bad
access
for
to
him.
social media like this right now?
I don't
Like,
feel
why
bad
isn't
for
someone
him.
in his corner, like, helping him?
because he went to go and marry Kardashian.
Stop. Teresa, stop.
And then this is what I don't rate about Kanye. The new Kanye, because we love the old Kanye.
I love the old Kanye. He's still in there somewhere.
Listen, this is what I don't rate about it. You went to go and attach yourself
Yeah.
to the Kardashians,
Yeah.
the biggest culture vultures ever.
Yeah.
You went and gave this lady 4 black children. when you know that these people fetishize Black people.
Yeah.
Okay? You were there in Calabasas with them. And now, when you realize that they're protecting themselves over you, you want to come cry back to the Black community?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. And where's the MAGA hat now?
Yeah.
Go ask Trump for help. Don't
Yeah.
ask us. You're on your own.
Yeah.
You knew what it was when you signed up. Don't come cry to us now. And then, do you see the tweet saying, "Oh, Black dad"? He said something about, "Oh, Black dads are being taken away from their kids." Like, fuck off. Like, no, that's not what's happening here. You thought that you were Kris Jenner.
Yeah.
You thought that you thought Kris Jenner wasn't gonna make money off of your kids.
Yeah.
You thought that they don't, bro.
Make money off of him. I feel like they got to another level of like celebrity status once Kim started dating Kanye.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And they used him.
They used him. Like,
And now
it's
he's used
crazy.
up.
Yeah. He's used up.
He's used up. Okay.
He's used up. Oh my God.
And because at the time, think about the time that they started like dating or whatever. Like Kanye was that guy.
He was.
You know what I mean?
He was.
Kanye is very talented. Kanye was a fashion well, he still is, but I mean,
He was like in his prime.
fashion icon, genius, all those
Yeah.
things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I do think that his mom knew how to deal with him. And then when she passed, like, I don't think he has anybody around him who genuinely cares for him.
Or
But-
can ground him.
Yeah. And like, do you think these white people care about you? Like, in the same way that Virginia was saying she was protecting Devin, Black women having an inherent inclination to protect Black men.
Yeah.
White women don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
They don't care.
They
Like,
do not care.
Like, I think a white woman, like, I think a white woman can fall in love with a Black man for sure. But once that, like, love is gone, like I was
like,
saying
fuck
before,
you,
like,
peace
I
the fuck
actually
out.
love Black men aside from wanting to be with them. I don't think that non-Black women love Black men.
Like that. In that
Because
way.
yeah, because we love them because we grew up around them. Like we see how they move. Like that's our brother, our uncle, our dad, or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? They
Yeah.
don't have that.
Yeah.
So once that love is gone, they don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
So why is he bothering us?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Prayers up, but shoot, I don't feel bad for him.
I do.
Like
I feel bad for him,
he's a
low key. Yeah.
he's a human being, but
Like you did this to yourself.
you knew what it was. You
Yeah.
thought that Kim Kardashian was gonna be there for you, and then I think he was mad because she trademarked
Oh, their son's name? Or
all
their-
of the kids' names.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But like, duh.
Like, why would she not do that?
Why would she not do that? Why would Kim not do that?
Yeah.
Look who her mother is.
Yeah.
She has like all her kids are millionaires, if not billionaires.
Yeah.
You thought Kim wasn't gonna do that? No.
Like, this is who you married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then you saw what he said about Beyonce.
Yeah, I don't know why he's talking about them and their children. He's doing like too much. When I saw that, I was like,
You know what it is?
that's the one thing we don't do. We don't talk about people's kids. Like, come on.
But he's mentally ill, and I feel like there could be true things he's saying about the Kardashians.
No, definitely.
But because people are like, oh, he's sick,
yeah,
like people won't believe it, and I feel like they know that.
they know that and they're running with it.
They're running with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
They're running
she's
with
on that show
narrative.
crying about, oh, I was living with this person and he's mentally ill. And you didn't know he was mentally ill when
whole
you
time?
went to go marry him when he was a fashion icon and
Yeah.
he was dressing you and you got invited to the Met Gala and all that stuff. You didn't know?
Yeah. They're running with the narrative and they have so much reach that everyone's going to believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm scared of those people.
What did they say? Kris Jenner.
The devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screaming. It's true.
I mean, shit. And now they have their generational upon generational wealth.
Yeah.
And in like, the only thing that, I don't know if this is good or bad, that like in a couple of generations, their whole family could be Black.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like good for Black people, but then is it? Because like, it's giving Get Out, but whatever.
I'm screaming. I'm screaming. I mean, I feel like maybe when like North and like all of those kids are our age, they can talk about what their experience was.
North is gonna talk still.
She'll talk, bro. She'll talk. But I'm curious what like they have to say.
Yeah,
You know?
about their experience.
About their experience. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see.
We'll see. All right, guys.
So wait, what do you wish for them?
Happy April Fool's Day. It's April 1st, right? Is that April Fool's?
Yeah, April
It
Fool's
is.
is April 1st. Yeah.
Okay. Happy April Fool's. April. Bring on spring. I hope we have really good weather.
Me
And we're
too.
enjoying the weather. And maybe that'll, make people more motivated to go outside for walks, to enjoy the weather. I feel like going outside and just being in the sun like really helps with like mental health. At least it does for me. So I'm really hoping for that in April. Yeah, that's kind of it.
I have to say, I'm starting to see like summer. Like
Yeah,
it's
like
giving
today was
like
hot, bro.
yeah. I'm like, yo, I'm outside this summer.
Yeah.
I told my friends earlier this year, like outside. I'm outside.
Yeah.
Whatever. Call me. If you
Yeah,
wanna- like,
listen.
call me. I'm outside. I
Yeah,
don't care.
I know.
But
I'm so ready.
No, just call me, sis.
Yeah.
I'm outside. Trust me.
Ready to
like,
go. Yeah.
I don't care what it is. Just call me.
Yeah.
But anyway, what do I wish? I think that everybody should step out of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't been trying to do that lately. I've been aware that I should do that lately.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I'm gonna try and find a way to step out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Honestly, going to Brazil was out of my comfort zone.
Really?
Yeah,
In what
But-
way?
because why would I want to go to Brazil? That's not something that I wouldn't
okay.
wake up and say, let me go to Brazil.
Oh, okay.
And then
Yeah.
I wouldn't wake up and say, let me stay in an Airbnb instead of a resort.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
Like it was out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
So yeah, step out of your comfort zone.
Nice. That's a good one.
Thanks.
All right. Okay, guys. It's been fun.
This has been your girl, Ahimati.
And Dej.
this is
Dark and Lovely Pod. Bye, guys.
Later.